All right, everyone. Welcome to March 2022, the Triple C Crochet Collectables and Chatting. I am the Ice Dragon Rayron VR, and I am joined by our lovely co-host Maria. How you doing?
Hello, everybody. Maria here from Unlocking Lore, also known as some people like to call me also Lady Maria. And I recently got a meme from my good friend Phil calling me Queen Maria. Like, oh, I'm getting better every time.
And also the Geeky Crochet as well.
Yes, and you will know why if you don't know why already. So it's going to
That
be
is
an
awesome.
interesting night.
Yes, we do have a few things to show. And the first thing you guys can already see, Maria is wearing the lovely Wing Hugs logo.
Yoo-hoo! This logo was designed and made for by our good friend Mrs. Archer the Icky. So talented. She designed it, she printed it, and she sent it. So, hello,
Hi,
Dunadan.
Dunadan. How you doing? Welcome,
Thank
welcome.
you
Wing
so
Hugs
much.
to you, good sir. And welcome, Phil. How are you doing?
Oh, there's Phil. So Phil, like I said before, just sent me a meme calling me Queen Maria. Thank you so much. I am the queen. I do like Lady Maria also. You can call me, but you can refer to me as either. It doesn't matter.
Nice. And today on this episode, we're actually going to be completing my updated Sailor Moon collection, and we'll be wrapping that up. And then we'll be going into another new collection that is actually bigger than my Sailor Moon collection.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that'll be a fun time. But with that, I kind of want to tease something really quick.
Okay. What do you
Let's
have?
see here. I got a shipping notification.
Ooh.
Let's see, for this lovely lady right here.
Oh, gosh.
Now, I think this was a couple triple C's ago, or actually, it was on Twitter that I announced that, oh no, the Big Bad Toy Store has Sailor Moon figures. And I saw this one. It's like, I need to have it. And then today I got the shipping notification, so I am excited.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to. I'm a sucker for Princess Serenity. More than Queen Serenity, I'm a sucker for Princess. Oh man, she's so pretty and she's so well done.
Right. And it's not a far stretch to say, too, that you can actually potentially paint her hair gray to make her Queen Serenity.
Yeah, well, almost like the dress is almost like Queen Serenity or
Yeah.
Neo Queen Serenity. I would almost say I almost got confused, but I read like the part top that said Princess Serenity. I said, okay, she's a princess, no, but if you hadn't shown that first, I would have said, wow, Neo Queen Serenity, except for the hair, of course.
Yeah, they always get all three mixed up between Queen Serenity, Princess Serenity, and a Neo Queen
Hmm,
Serenity. So can
hmm,
never get those right from time to time.
hmm. It's true.
But kind of a teaser to start the show.
Awesome, awesome. Oh, I
All
can't wait to see that one.
right. So Maria, you've been busy with another crochet figure, have you not?
When am I not busy with a crochet figure? Goodness gracious, my hands hurt. Come on, give me a break. I
It
have
was
now. So go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was pretty cool because your Sailor Moon figures have been finding homes and your Star Wars figures have been finding homes, and seeing
Yes.
the customers posting on Twitter, that was such a nice sight to see.
Yes. Sailor Saturn has finally made it to her final resting place, and not because she's dead, but because she finally got to her owner, who is the fiance of one of the Twitter contacts. And that guy, I got into contact with him through Lethal Lightning and Lady Gravemaster's um, Sailor Moon episode, like the first one. Then that's
Yep.
where we like when where we met, and it was so nice to see, like, well, obviously only her hands, but holding something that was made by me, and there is a quote saying that in every crochet figure you have the soul of the artist, and it is very true.
Yep.
So if you are lucky enough to have one of my things, you have me with you.
And truly one of a kind.
It is. It is
I,
truly one of a kind. I've been searching the internet. There's nothing like it.
right.
So
It just kind of reminds me of like when you go to Build a Bear and you put like the little heart inside the little stuffing that, you know, a piece of
no.
you is actually a part of that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I actually have a few more orders. I'm going to be starting a jur or a gur. I don't know how you pronounce that, from Invaders. Um, a very, very interesting figure. I've never heard of the things, and perhaps our audience does know about it. And that one's going to fly all the way to Ireland.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's
so
incredible.
I'm shipping now literally overseas.
International.
Mm, hmm But I have a new one just waiting to be shown, like right in front of me
Well,
and in front of you guys.
without further ado.
Okay, so I'm so excited because I have like my toy. I have my toy with me, and I'm going to, not the toy figure that I crocheted. No, this is a different toy. Okay, so I'm going to turn it on. Oh, I'm going to turn on the camera, and there you have it. There you have Grogu, just
Baby
finished.
Yoda.
Baby Yoda. And this one isn't the first time that I made this. This figure is probably the third or the fourth time I have been doing this here nationally. Uh, but the difference between my other characters is obviously the height. It's almost the same height as the other figures, but like, since it's more fluffy and pushy, um, it's definitely a lot bigger. It's about 13 inches, 14 inches tall. And the difference here is that I didn't use cotton thread, but I used yarn, just plain simple yarn. And it definitely has like a more, like a plushy sense. So you can like grab it and, squeeze it, and nothing's going to happen. There is no structure. There is no copper structure inside. So this can be, for example, this can be given to a little child, a toddler, and obviously nothing will happen to either the kid, thankfully, because I don't want to be sued, um, or the doll.
Right.
So I'm just gonna let it turn around one more time because I want to show you guys the eyes that Grogu has. So
Yeah,
these eyes,
I was about to ask what those eyes are made out of.
yeah, so these eyes, I'm going to stop. This is my new toy, everybody.
The
My turntable.
turntable.
My
That's
beautiful
so cool.
turntable that has a beautiful mirror. So once I get the lighting and stuff like that, I will be announcing a new channel with exposing all my work. I still have Princess Serenity up there. She has not been sold. But like I said it many times, if she isn't, I'm not going to get too sad about it because she's so pretty. So the eyes on this one, for those of you who do know how to crochet, because I know that Teresa's in the house. Hi, Teresa. Thank you so much for coming. These are called, they're not push eyes. They're safety eyes. That's it. They're called safety eyes. And the idea that I had of push eyes is because you actually push these inside, okay, inside the head. They're not glued. Nothing here is glued, actually. Everything is sewn, everything is stitched, including my beautiful logo,
Oh, that's cool.
courtesy of JT Gunter, who did my logo of the Geeky Crochet. And if you want, I can explain that a little bit later. So the idea of these safety eyes is, for example, if you are going to give this to a toddler, which I know this specific one will not be, You push these eyes, and on the back there is like a plastic that you push in like a bolt, you could say,
Mm-hmm.
and that secures the eyes completely. These eyes will not be coming out anytime soon. So yeah, this one is ready to ship, and I think I'm going to be having 2 more orders of these very soon.
I was gonna say he's just about half the size of the real one.
Yeah, yeah,
That's pretty
because the real
pretty
one is
close.
like, yeah, a little bit higher than this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's it. Very easy to make. Took me about 4 days, 5 days, perhaps.
Wow, it's not bad.
Yeah, instead of 2 weeks.
Let's do another encore 360.
All right. So while we're watching Grogu turn around, I would like to mention about my logo. So if you guys check out my Instagram page, you will find my logo as my avatar. And there were 3 things that inspired JT. Whoopsies! Now he's falling now. Don't have a fallout with me, Grogu, please. So you're going to find that the logo on the Instagram account is different from the logo that I have on the leather piece, because obviously the size. Some people say size matters not. In this case, it does. It does matter, and a lot.
Oh, for sure.
So obviously, I asked JT to design this one, and I gave him something very, very specific. I told him to stay away from certain colors, and I said, please, I have to have a black cat. Okay, that is my only wish. He's falling down. So he came up with that logo, and you're going to find 3 things. Well, obviously the name, the Geeky Crochet. You're going to find a moon, and you're going to find a black cat reaching a star. So when I asked him what inspired him to do that, he said, well, you like stories, and I've heard your storytelling, and stories are really nice at night. So I decided to put a moon. You obviously love black cats, so there's your black cat. But he's reaching for the stars because you always seem to be going for more. You always seem to aspire for what's higher. That's something that I never thought of
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
personally. And he said, and that's to remind you, to be that way, to always aspire for something greater, for something higher. And well, that blew me away.
Yeah.
That was really beautiful. So
Sometimes just the littlest of things that make the big impact.
So there you guys have it, Grogu, and he's going to be shipped tomorrow.
That's awesome. All right.
Okay. We get to the main event. Oh my gosh, I get so excited when you show us stuff.
All right, so this is going to be the last scroll that I have. So you guys have seen all the other ones from previous episodes, but I figured this one was actually a good one to save for last, and quite a coincidence that this worked out in favor considering the manga version that we're reading. And so we've got.
Oh, but that's the anime version. Oh, nice. Oh, that's so beautiful.
So this is one of the only wall scrolls that I've found that actually have all the scouts on it.
All of them. Nice. There you have it. Ah, there's the Holy Grail. And you got Sailor Saturn.
Yep.
Oh, she's gorgeous. All of them are gorgeous. And the colors, they're so vibrant.
Yeah, this one's my favorite because I can put it on the wall, and then where my shelf is that has all the scouts, it makes a beautiful backdrop.
Oh, wow. And how big is that?
So this is, well, you can see the size of my hand here. So It's
It's
about,
very big, actually.
yeah, it's pretty tall. I'm trying to see. It's about half the wall size, so I would say at least a couple feet,
Nice.
maybe 12 feet.
Oh,
It's a
oh,
rough
oh
guess.
gosh. You got me. I gotta find the equivalent of 12 feet in meters.
No, yeah, I don't know that math top of my head.
that's that's okay.
Okay,
I'll
so we'll
just I'll
start
just
with
Google it.
the first figure of the day.
That's a new one. I
Yes.
love those figures. Oh wow.
So I had to change the orientation of my camera because I am moving IRL, so started to pack things up and had to relocate the camera a little bit.
No, that's fine. Well, at least for me. I can see very clearly, and so does the public. Nice. So while you're taking this out, actually in the manga that we are going to be reviewing, there is one scene in which Sailor Mercury is by herself.
Yep.
Yes, Teresa, it is very cool. Extremely cool.
And these Cube Poxic figures, they've announced a whole new series of Sailor Moon figures, which I'll be showing here at the end.
Oh boy.
And I think it's
Your
really cool because it's truly unique.
your wallet's gonna have a hard time, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Just like as we were talking about last month with
Uh-huh.
Tommytron, you got to put certain rules on your collection. And,
Yes.
normally when it comes to collecting, a collector will have one franchise that they're really passionate about and they want to have typically a respectful collection.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually have two. This one, Sailor Moon, which is what I'm truly building up right now. And then the next collection that I'll be getting into as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these heads tend to be a little bit stubborn.
No, but in the end, it's worth it.
And there she is.
Oh my gosh! Oh wow, she's so cute. And we have to say that she is the weakest of all the Sailor Scouts, but she's the
She
smartest.
she is, but she's also the most intellectual,
Yeah. Well, I
intelligent.
was actually thinking between her and Pluto, because Pluto was actually, because I started to read Volume 7, I just couldn't stop. Um,
Uh-huh.
she's studying like astrophysics, physics. I was like, oh man, what a brain.
True. So probably the best way to describe it is more strategic. She's smart on the strategic front for the scouts.
Mm. And Sailor Mercury, for the ones who don't know, oh,
So found the uniform Sailor Venus.
nice. Uh, she reminds me of Sailor Moon because she's such a slacker. But yeah, like Mercury is like really really smart. She is the brains of the bunch. But she's also always getting into academies and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
you know what?
she's the girly
Take
girl.
a rest, woman.
All right, let's grab all these pieces here.
So,
Christmas all over again.
oh yeah, I felt that when I got when I started getting all these things from the States. First of all, the the Star Wars book.
Hmm.
Um, I was like, oh my gosh, this is Christmas again. And then when all my stuff came also in from the States, like the T-shirts and the stickers and the turntable, I was like, ah, I was so excited.
So originally, the turntable I was going to use was we have this like I'm trying to remember what it's called. These metal figurines or
Mm.
metal I can't remember exactly what they're called, but they come in flat sheets of metal and you have to cut out the metal and then they make like 3D
Oh, cool.
vehicles and animals and so forth, like
Mm.
Metal Magic or something like that. Metal figures, I can't quite remember. And they had their particular turntable with it,
Mhm.
but then I realized I was too small for what I was doing, so I had to upgrade it.
Oh,
And that's the
okay.
turntable I use in all my videos, and it works
Nice.
really, really well.
No, your videos are really nice. They're like, just when you need to like unwind and unbrain, from all the stress. Those
Hmm.
videos are really nice because it's just music and the object. So
Yeah,
what
that's
I
the
love,
intent of it.
what I love about these is the eyes. I can't get over those eyes. They're so gorgeous. There's so much detail, and they really capture the essence of the anime, like anime eyes. So,
They do much better than the pop vinyls, but I'm a completist when it comes to Sailor Moon. So,
hmm
and she is actually my last. So that is the latest in the collection. We are finally
hmm
all caught up,
nice, nice.
and so this is kind of a side figure that I found and had to have it.
Is that Sakura Cardcaptor?
That is her. You got it.
Oh, wow. I haven't seen her in a long time.
So this one was a box lunch exclusive. So here in the States, there is a mall store. It's very similar to like Hot Topic and Spencer's. And over here, especially in California, you got Box Lunch, and they sell all sorts of anime stuff. They got pop vinyls for days. They got these exclusive Q Poxics, and I was able to score her, which I was really happy for because I have the manga for her too that I'll eventually review. But I was really happy to find her.
Well, I know that you're gonna be moving soon. I hope
Mhm.
you find a manga store near you.
So luckily, we have a retail bookstore called Barnes and Noble,
Yeah.
and there will be one in the city that I'm moving to, which I am thankful for. And
Oh,
then
good.
we got like Denver 2 hours south, so that's a whole bunch of stores down there, including anime and cons and everything. So
Oh, cool. Awesome. Awesome.
we'll be in good shape. And worst case scenario, I just buy it online.
Talking about cons, are there any Comic Cons, or, well, sorry, not any cons in general that are coming up in the States? You know anything?
I think San Diego Comic Con's coming up in the summer.
Mm.
In the springtime, I know it's Salt Lake City Comic Con. That one should never be underestimated. It's like the third
Mhm.
biggest one in the country behind San Diego and New York.
Mhm.
Trying to
Wow.
think of some other ones, and then you got the typical small ones that usually local cities do.
Mm. Very cool.
Yeah, those are the places to go because you really get to experience how many independent creators are out there. And I typically go after digital artwork and prints.
Nice.
Because if you can get the prints, and if the creator's there, you can always get a signing from it.
Hmm.
And those are usually the best way to go because they're unique. You're not gonna find it
Mhm.
anywhere else.
Very cool.
All right, let's see.
Wow, you got a lot of pieces there.
Yeah, got the wand here. That's so cool.
Nice. Very nice.
Okay. And there she is.
Oh, wow. Wow, they're really doing a special job with these. Oh, where does her wand go?
Oh, that's actually a good point. It goes back here. Actually, gotta slide it through her hands here. There we go. She knows she's holding
Oh,
on to
oh,
it.
Oh, both hands. Nice. Very cool. Oh, there she is. Wow. And they all have such sweet faces.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what's going to happen like with Pluto or stuff like, or like, the ones that have more of a mature look, because these are like all sweet. Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I love these figures. I'm glad that we're starting to see multiple companies gain multiple licenses to make these figures, because then you can have them to scale. And that's one thing I like
Hmm.
about the Pop Funkos, is that you got multiple different franchises and brands all in the same scale that you can collect. And
Hmm.
now with these higher brand cube Poxic figures,
Yeah.
you can have Sailor Moon with Card Capture, with Demon Slayer, with DBZ.
Very cool.
Makes it really fun as a collector for sure. Now, before I move on here, I want to bring up what I really want to get, because they just announced it recently.
Oh
And yeah, this is gonna hurt a little bit, but they are coming out with the Eternal Scouts.
no! Really?
Yep, and I'll show you a few of them here. I couldn't find a picture that had all of them, because they're gonna be releasing all the scouts in this form.
Uh-huh.
So obviously we got Neo Queen Serenity with Moon, which I gotta
Uh-huh.
grab him because I haven't seen any figures of him like this. So that'll be a must for
Wow.
me.
Wow. Beautiful.
And then there's Jupiter.
Oh, I love that one. I so love that one. Oh my gosh.
There's Mercury,
Wow.
Chibi Moon.
Ah, that little brat.
And then there's the Moon again.
Wow, Endymion, nice.
Oh, Endymion. Yeah, I always mispronounce that one. And then Mars.
oh, I like her dress.
Yep.
Nice. Very nice.
So yeah, I saw that on Twitter. It's like, oh no, they're coming out with a whole new line, and these look really good, and I haven't seen this anywhere else. That crap. Why? Again, one of the pitfalls about collecting is being a completist, and yeah, I saw these, and it's a big ouch.
Okay, well, take it one at a time.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Very cool, huh?
All right,
Very cool.
all right, and then now we'll move on to the next collection we shall start.
Oh my gosh. So, as probably the guests of our audience already know, I'm probably the one who most enjoys watching Rayon take out all his stuff and just showing it off. You know.
Yeah. All right, we'll start with this beast. I'm not even sure if it's going to get into the picture here.
Oh, nice.
So my biggest collection
Bulbasaur.
that I have is Pokemon. It
Really?
was my first collection that I started. Last month, I showcased the trading cards that I had from my father, and that's what really get me started into collecting in general of the things that I absolutely love.
Hmm.
And Pokemon's just stayed with me ever since. I have a massive trading card collection that I am revamping. And yeah, so that's definitely the biggest as far as franchise is concerned. It is the
Hmm.
biggest that I have in my collection.
Very cool.
And
Very nice.
so good old, Pop Funkles again came out with this is pretty much a life-size Bulbasaur.
Yeah, but actually, that's a nice one. That's a very nice, uh, nice addition, um, because it's so real. I mean, Bulbasaur does have a huge head, and the eyes don't bother me on that one, for example. Whereas in the other ones, I mean, the real figures do, no, like the
Right.
human figures.
Yeah, that's just the way they brand their figures. And they just have these square, I mean not square, the black eyeballs.
Hmm.
And
Squirrel,
and then we got the Squirtle.
nice, very cool. What's your favorite Pokemon? That's a good question.
Oh, I gotta go with the Charmander.
Ooh, you and me both.
I am a Charmander fan.
More than Charmander, I like Charizard because they're. I know you're probably going to say, well, Mars is also that way. They're badass. You know. Yes.
And yes,
Yes.
it is my favorite too. And yes, I do have them.
Charizard. There he is. I love that guy.
Even though in the original first season of Pokemon, he was really a dick, but
Oh, he was. Yes. But he loved who was the guy? Oh gosh, I can't even remember
Ash
him.
Ketchum.
Ash. Yes. Oh man. Throwback Thursday.
Yeah, and
I used to watch.
this will be
Yeah, go
another
ahead.
collection that really is going to take forever to collect because there's over 1,000 Pokemon now, and Pop Funko is going to take full advantage of that and make one for each. I
Mm-hmm.
already see the trend of that happening.
Hi, Ponyta. That's so cute.
Ponyta, yep. And then Pidgeotto.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Did you ever get to play Pokemon Go on your cell phone?
Yes, I got stupidly addicted to it. That's like the one. That's the one mobile game that I usually play on my phone and will give into the microtransactions and everything. I was a sucker for it. I'm kind of taking a break from it now, but yeah, I was heavily into it.
I never really
I
got
love the
around
idea
to
of it.
play. It was a really huge trend here, but cell phones kept getting stolen because you had to go. You had to go out literally and to the parks and to catch Pokemons.
Yep, and go to gyms and everything.
Mhm. Mhm. Well, Dunadan says
Uh,
my son loves Pokemon. Well, who
well,
doesn't?
well, I am a grown-up child, so.
That's another tweet that I saw the other day. What can you not say to a Star Wars?
So this is the
Oh,
Day with Pikachu special from the actual Pokemon Center. So if you guys don't know,
nice.
the Pokemon Center is the main shop online to get official branded and unique Pokemon items.
Very cool.
So yeah, they have
Yeah.
these special holiday ones. I was trying to collect them all, but I missed a few of them.
Gotta catch them all.
Oh yeah.
So I was gonna say that I saw a tweet before. It says what's the thing you cannot say to a Star Wars fan? And my good friend Rose said, "Grow up."
Ooh. That hits several collectors and franchisees, and
Yes,
it's
that's
gonna rub
why
everyone the wrong way.
that just hurts.
But yeah, that is the initial tease of the Pokemon collection.
Very cool. That is very nice. Have you read the Pokemon mangas as well?
Not yet. I did pick up my first one recently just to see how it
Oh, okay.
goes.
Okay. All right. I'm
And
still
then
I'm still piqued with curiosity with the oh there she is with the Zelda one actually. Like months ago you showed it off.
yep, and then I got distracted by Berserk, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, and it's like every time I see blue check marks on Twitter criticize a manga, it's like, oh, I guess I need to get that one next and review it.
Oh gosh.
That's what I did with Berserk. And it's like this is actually a great manga.
Nice. So we're going to be discussing now Sailor Moon Volume 6.
Yep. And if you don't want spoilers, feel free to watch this video at a later time.
If you decide to read it. I have to say this one is not exactly to my liking.
Really?
I mean, it had its good parts, but I don't know.
So I really liked it more than the. Don't get me wrong, I love Future Crystal Tokyo, but the story around it has so many issues. This one I liked it because it's more linear, very similar to the first few volumes, and in that, we have our heroes, and then we
Mhm.
have this mysterious two individuals that you don't know
Mhm.
if they're good, don't know if they're bad, and then
Mm.
obviously you're getting set up for a potential how the ending could be, as I kind of nicknamed this volume the premonition arc, meaning that
Mhm.
our heroes, our protagonists, are seeing some sort of doomsday event. Now, I'm always the type of person who likes doomsday scenarios. I mean, I kind of watched Moonfall for if that gives you a hint on that, but I kind of like this one. It's very linear to my
Mhm.
tastes. And for some reason, I like seeing the outer scouts really fight and everything. It's nice to it was just an interesting chemistry and clash between, you've got Sailor Neptune, Sailor Uranus coming out, who are
Mhm.
definitely stronger than the inner planets, and
Mhm.
they're just kicking ass through the villains and everything. And it's just nice to see the two kind of clash.
Mhm. I guess that's the thing. You see, I don't mind the fact that they are stronger, and obviously because of what they were, what their mission was, which was to protect, um, like the solar system from a like a further position. The fact that they're kind of antagonist, we're not allies and stuff like that, but at the same time you got this, oh, well, as you guys know, this manga is not meant for kids. It does
Absolutely
have,
not.
um, fair warning, it has LGBTQ I A no AI. I'm trying to get all the letters correctly. I know I'm
It's
missing some.
it's
I
got
know I'm
good characters. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, but it's not meant for children. So,
Absolutely not. And this is actually,
so
I'm quite surprised. This is actually rated teen for ages 13 and up.
mhm. So, there are some disturbing things, that I personally I did not enjoy, so I just passed them. But yes, I have to admit the storyline is a lot better from the previous one. Um, but the fact that there are antagonists is like, oh, come on, man, you can't belittle them that much. Um,
Yeah,
because
because
I mean,
it was pretty much very closely to a civil war. You had the outers versus
mhm,
the inners, and they
mhm,
actually attacked on them. Which, yeah, again, I
mhm,
don't agree with that, but they meant business. They weren't messing around. It's like
mhm,
we got used to seeing our inner scouts. Okay, start to slowly grow up and mature, and then they get a flash of reality that, hey, we've got these two. They're on a mission and they mean business. They're not screwing around.
mhm. So the story starts off with a dream, a doomsday dream, seen by two people basically.
Yep.
Uh, Further on, all of the scouts see, some of the dream, not all of it, but obviously Darian or Mamoru is the one who sees it almost fully, and Ray, Sailor Mars, for those of you who don't know. So now this reminds me of, um, Sailor Moon anime season 3, when he does have like a premonition that Serenity is going to be killed,
I
and
think it's season 4, if I remember correctly, because you got the Doomsday. I mean, not Doomsday, the Doom Tree arc. That's season 2.
that's season 2. The
Yeah.
third one, I think it is the third one, because that's
I
when
thought it
he
was Crystal
tries to break
Tokyo.
up. Yeah, Crystal Tokyo, and he tries to break up with her. No, it breaks everybody's heart. Um,
Yeah.
but in this one here, he does have a dream. You feel that he's kind of wanna, staying away, but he can't. You know, he can't. So, I kind of get the feeling that they're kind of trying to put these two seasons together. You know,
Yep.
but it's kind of confusing. That's another part that I found that, not really too much to my taste.
Yeah.
It was
It
like confusing.
it is a it is very dark, this particular volume
Hmm.
too. When I reread it, it's like, oh, this is actually a lot darker than some of the
Hmm.
other ones.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Um, and of course, well, you got your two new sailors, right? You got Sailor uh, Neptune, who gets into contact with Mamoru, and Sailor Uranus, who kind of stumbles upon Serena.
Hmm.
And it's kind of funny because both of them see each other with their counterparts, and they get
Yeah.
jealous.
Yep. Yeah, and that was kind of interesting seeing the little drama between all four of them technically, and then at the
Uh-huh.
end you kind of see them reinstate their relationship, which was pretty cool to see. But
Hmm.
I'm definitely not the fan of let's see, what was her name?
Michiru or Hakura? No,
Hakura. Yeah, Hakura.
Hakura. Yeah.
Of that whole flirting with Serena. It just,
Mm-mm.
yeah.
I
Had
kind of
enough of
found
it
that
in season
disturbing.
5 or in volume 5.
I kind of found that disturbing, but anyway.
Yeah, and especially when for this magic, they don't go too much into it, but as Maria was stating, in the civilian form for Sailor Uranus is technically a dude the way they kind of portrayed it, and then she transitions into a female Sailor Scout with Uranus.
Hmm.
Not overly emphasized.
Hmm.
I'm kind of thankful for that, but again, I do like uniqueness of characters
Hmm.
like that as long as not front and center and being
Hmm.
shoved down our throat. So I think they
That's
did good with the representation in that matter, but again, I just don't think that whole flirting scenes is just not warranted.
and it's amazing because well, when people start reading mangas, well, at the beginning, people say, "Oh, that guy looks like a dudette," or that dudette looks like a guy. And when you start reading these mangas, you do get the feeling that you see that there are differences between male and female that are actually drawn. So you can realize, you see, well, it is a guy, and it's kind of like confusing, but the artists were able to portray a guy, not a girl, in a civilian form.
Yeah, and there's to go off topic just a little bit. There is a manga
Mhm,
that I'm reading called Blue Period,
mhm,
and there's a character in there that is drawn really well when it comes to, you think it's a female character, and then when you read later on in the volumes, you actually find out that it's actually a guy dressed up as a girl, and it's like, whoa, they blew this out of the park. But
mhm,
again, we talk about the representation and how it is portrayed and the character arc and so forth, and first and foremost, the character, is it written well? And in all the mangas that I've read that deal with that type of topic, they're all written well, unlike what
mhm,
we see in like modern day pop culture stuff.
mhm, mhm. It's true. Well, they shove it down your throat.
Yep.
Anyway, so we have a new enemy. We got the five witches, and I am sorry to say, spoiler alert. Um, One of the Sailor Scouts' fathers, which I didn't remember actually. I didn't remember. And it's Sailor Saturn.
Yep.
So
The professor.
yeah. So I it's probably in the seventh volumes, and we're now discussing number six. But I was wondering how Hotaru, that's her name, no, Sailor Saturn, ended up with a professor so evil. I mean, she's definitely a Sailor Scout, a
Hmm.
reincarnated Sailor Scout, obviously, and one actually, and it's very very widely discussed. Um, it's probably one of the strongest, if the not most strongest Sailor Scout out there. So how did she end up with the professor?
Yeah, and this particular manga kind of touches it a little bit. We get some scenes about the professor, and then Darian does some
Hmm.
research, finding out that the professor is, I think his name is Sochi Tome, is the professor's
Hmm.
name,
Hmm.
and then we get hints of something happened to the mom
Hmm. Yeah.
that kind of causes, and then we start to see. Haratu have some sort of illness, and that's not really explained until we get into volume 7.
Hmm. So the scouts obviously start investigating. They see an academy that is it's like this new elite academy. Obviously, we know who's going to be very interested in that academy, which is Sailor Mercury, also known as Amy, the brainiac of the group. But we also have our two new sailors that are in there, and they're investigating on their own.
Yep.
Um, Now, this is where the friction comes in, because they do meet each other. Sometimes it's a good way, sometimes in a bad way, and sometimes in a very aggressive way, to the point that Sailor Uranus. I
It's
always
Uranus,
get
yep.
confused. Yeah, he literally. She literally. So confusing. Oh my god.
Yep, it can.
Oh man. Okay, it's a woman, okay? Dressed up as a guy, but it's a woman. Okay, she has
Oh,
an
wait till
X.
we get to Sailor
Oh my
Stars.
god.
That's a fun one.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, I thought I had my scouts all set up. Right. Okay, so just gonna go with Sailor Uranus.
Hmm.
States, if you get in our way again, I won't show you any mercy.
Yep.
So you're like, whoa, wait, aren't you guys at the same side? I mean, you're all sailors. I mean, what's your problem? You're supposed to be protecting, you know, every other sailor. Why so much? Why so aggressive?
Yeah, it really puts what you think a Sailor Scout should be, and I hate to say this phrase because it's overly used, but subvert our expectations.
Mm, it's true. It's true. Well, one of the outer sailor scouts, which is Sailor Neptune, she was not like that. No, she was. She knew her place,
Yeah.
obviously, as the guardian of time. But we have a mysterious character, which is Hotaru, and we know it's a Sailor Scout, but she doesn't know it yet, apparently. And I'm almost I'm almost like tempted to say that her father actually experiments with her. I don't know why. I haven't finished volume 7 yet, so I wouldn't know for certain. But I get the feeling that, yeah, dad experiments with daughter.
Yeah, that's not in this particular volume, but yes.
No. Oh, okay. So I
We
got it right.
will we will get into that one. I believe so. I remember from the anime more than I do from the manga, but pretty
Oh,
close.
you see, I watched season 1 and season 3 so many times, because it was the rerun. And when
Yep.
you love something, you just want to watch it forever. Um, and then when I got to Mexico, that's when they were doing all the seasons from 1 to 7, like the complete Sailor Moon series, regardless of any content. No, whatever, they just placed it.
Yep.
So I don't remember particularly Sailor Saturn's arc. I just know that she is the strongest one. She is almost the loneliest one, also, um, almost as lonely as Pluto, but because of her mission. And I quote from Lady Gravemaster: "She is a sailor of death." So.
Yep. And then kind of also we've got introduced to our antagonist, which was this mysterious woman. We only know her civilian name, which was Kori-kun,
Hmm.
and she is serving the greater big bad, which was Mr. Pharaoh 90.
Yeah.
And we start to understand that these guys have the ability to create these creatures. I can't
Hmm.
remember what they and
Daemons on
yeah,
Daemons.
daemons, and they also called it antivism, I think was the other name they used.
De-evolution monsters, I've heard. Well, that's what I read. I
Yeah,
don't remember.
something like that.
Hmm.
And then basically we start to see where they potentially headquartered, which was this Mugen District Academy, or the district,
Mhm.
and then you got the academy on the ground itself that Professor Tomi does his research.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so, we start to see these battles with the Witches 5. I think we saw the first 3 get defeated
Mhm.
before we get a nice little cliffhanger at the end.
Yes. Now, the thing here that I kind of want to, slap these Sailor Scouts on the head is that they keep transforming in front of people. I mean,
Yep.
aren't you supposed to, keep your secret identity secret? That's the whole
So
point.
so I will give the author some credit here. I think they did
Okay.
a better job of figuring it out, because Serena figured out that, this one person is
Yeah.
actually Sailor Neptune, because she was able to compare looks,
Uh-huh.
compare kisses, which is kind of awkward, but she was
Mm.
able to use those clues to figure out, hey,
Mhm.
you're this person, and they finally reveal. Whereas in the anime, they're
Mhm.
completely clueless. Which, I mean, put 2 and 2 together. And
It's
even say
true.
and even Sailor Uranus stated that, "Oh, meatball head," or
Yes,
dumpling head.
I remember. I do remember that in the manga, they are a lot smarter than the anime,
Yeah.
um, which is like nice because you say, "Come on, nobody's can be that clueless. Nobody." So, but yeah, there like we said in this volume, there are some things that are you know uh, they can affect some people more than others. So,
Right.
oh, you're already at the end.
Yep.
Nice.
And
Okay.
our mystery person by the name of Setsuna.
Oh, come on. That's no mystery person.
Oh, yeah. And that is obviously Sailor Pluto. Which again, kind of, I have an issue with her coming back, because now you can freeze time as a power, and then Silver Crystal can bring anyone back, so she can use that power to stop time, and yeah, it gets all crazy from there.
Yeah.
But she's
Well,
back.
I think, well, um, a lot of people like Sailor Pluto, but I've never heard anybody say that she is the favorite Sailor Scout. I've heard Mars as a favorite Sailor Scout. I've
Mhm.
heard Sailor Saturn as a favorite
Yep.
Sailor Scout. Mine is Sailor Moon, definitely. But Sailor Pluto, you know.
She just didn't get the most screen time, or even, I think she has a better character arc in the manga than in the anime,
Hmm.
but she just doesn't get enough screen time to really showcase what she can do.
Hmm. Okay, fair
And we
enough.
don't and I think this season we really, or this manga, this one and 7, um I think that's the most we get as far as interactions with her, as far as off being a Sailor Scout in the civilian
Hmm.
sector.
Hmm. And obviously, we get a taste of her power in the next few mangas.
Mhm.
Something that we don't get in Crystal Tokyo in the future, because obviously she is guarding the gate of time.
Yep.
So that's going to be interesting to reread again.
Yep. And then they also have these very powerful weapons called the talismans.
Yeah, I remember. Okay, so I remember in the anime that they had to blast each other literally um, to uh, to get them out of their bodies because they were inserted like as if they were, I don't know, their star. I How would you say that?
It was more of a fluff thing to keep the series going. I don't think it's actually highlighted in the manga at
No, they
all.
have it. They have it. They use it. They use their talismans in the
Oh,
anime. They were
I was thinking
looking for
something
it.
else.
Oh,
Were they looking for it? I thought it was something else.
yes.
I have to watch it again.
No, no, no. I remember clearly. Um, I must have watched a video
No, I
fairly
think you're right.
recently.
Yeah, I think they had to find it, and then once
Hmm.
they discovered it, then they were able to use it. Whereas here,
And
they
they
already have it.
hmm and they didn't know
Yeah,
it
I
was.
think you're
They
right.
were looking for it all over the place, and the the villains were also looking for it, and they were blasting each other until finally they blasted Sailor Moon, and obviously the silver crystal came out, but it wasn't the talisman.
Yeah.
So until finally they knew that it wasn't outside, but it was inside
Mm-hmm.
themselves.
Yeah.
So in this case, in the manga, which is completely different, they already have it, they know it,
Yeah.
and they use it.
Yep. So Uranus has the space sword, and Neptune has her mirror.
Mm-hmm. Not
And so
sure how that.
that begs the question, where's the third one? And we'll get to that in volume 7.
Yes. And with that, we finish volume 6.
Yep. But
Very
yeah,
lightly.
it is, and it's very straightforward too. I think this one's actually paced really well. And
Mm-hmm.
as far as story is concerned, we've got protagonists, we've got a anti-heroes a little bit with
Mm-hmm.
Uranus and Neptune trying to figure out what their main mission is.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a clear big bad, and it's very straightforward, and that's what I like about it anyways as a reader.
I like that they leave it in a cliffhanger. It got me
That
saying, "No,
too.
I gotta see volume 7," and I did. So
Yep.
I kind of cheated, but that's okay.
Yep. Yep. Sweet. And with that, we are coming to a close.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
So with that, everyone, kind of a quick announcement. So this episode is actually going to be the end of part 1, season 2 for Crochet, Collectables, and Chatting. Maria and I are super busy.
Mm-hmm.
IRL, as you guys already know, I'm getting ready to move, and so we got to kind of put a pause to this. And so part 2 of season 2 will continue in hopefully potentially September. So that's
Mm-hmm.
when we will be back. So we're taking a small break for the summer, and then we'll be back in the spring or the spring,
In the
fall
fall.
time to continue on with my Pokemon collection, volume 7 of Sailor Moon, and any
Mm-hmm.
awesome crochet uh,
Mm-hmm.
characters that Maria comes up with. And I'm pretty sure you'll have plenty of figurines to show off. So
Well,
I'm excited
I
for it.
may not have them physically because as you know, I ship them out as soon as they're finished because their owners are really excited to have them.
You can
But
always
I
share
will
pictures.
definitely, yeah, definitely. I'll have a few videos up so that you guys can see it on the turntable. And
Yay, that's awesome.
I want to just quickly shout out tomorrow on Unlocking Lore. It's going to be a really special episode. I'm going to be having a guest who is a film director, actor, voice actor, artist himself, producer. He has been asking me to be on his show for quite some time, actually. His name is Zach Leary. And we are going to be chatting about storytelling, both the traditional oral like what I do and in filmmaking because it is a type of storytelling. So that's going to be really interesting tomorrow.
Yeah, I loved. If you guys haven't seen it already, you had some videos about National Storytelling Day, and you
Yes.
had all sorts of great guests. I was able to catch one of them at least live, and man, it was just something else. A true medium that's really being underutilized in storytelling nowadays.
Yes, it's true. I had Richard Marsh from Ireland, and then in the evening, in your state, California, I had Tim Araneta, who
Yep.
both are veteran storytellers, both with their own styles. It was an amazing day. I was so pooped, but I was really happy. It was amazing. Yes.
So yes, please go subscribe to Maria and the Unlocking Lore, and also to the R5 network. Awesome content creators over there, creating some awesome, unique stories and just having a blast over there. So
Hmm.
definitely go see that. And see, as far as for me, as you guys know, I am super busy. I'm working on a huge project for my Mythical Railroad channel. There'll be more to come on that. That's taken up at least 2 weeks in April, and then as I continue to move, things will be sporadic. When it comes to manga spotlight, I'll try to post Sailor Moon Volume 6 soon, along with Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0, which I'm excited for. So
Nice.
with
So we got some great content.
we do. But with everyone, that is an hour for us. So we're going to go
Mhm.
ahead and bounce out again. Take a small break. We'll see you guys back in September. And with that, wing hugs to all, and to all a good night.
Night.